So I have put some shampoo in my hair, and I've actually rinsed it twice, guys, and it's not really lathering up very well at all, which is really surprising to me, because when I did this same thing to my daughter's hair, it was beautiful. So I don't know, you know, I mean, some areas it is, and I didn't really want to put a lot of soap, but it's like, unless I put, you know, quite a bit like you see here, I'm not getting much lather. And I didn't realize how dirty my hair was. I don't know if you guys can see in here. And I've only been locked, I think 2 weeks, going on 3 weeks. But I couldn't really get it to soap up here. And some of my rubber bands weren't tight enough, so some of them, actually a few of the sections actually came apart. So I had to reband those. But I'm gonna rinse it really good one more time, and then I'm gonna try to soap it up again, just because I want to make sure my scalp is really clean, because the next wash will not be for another month. I was watching some YouTubers, and they were like, you know, the more you wash it, the longer it will take to actually lock. So I don't want to prolong that process. And remember, I'm not a professional. I'm just journaling my journey with Braidlocs, and so I'm gonna just do a lot of trial and error. And so I'm gonna go a month after this without washing it. So I just want to make sure I get a really, really good clean scalp. So we'll see. All right, guys, so I'm back. I just did a nice thorough rinse. This is going to be my last time applying shampoo. It's actually my third time. Now, I don't know if you should really wash your locks that much, especially these are beginner locks, and this is the first wash since my install. Again, I don't want the water to be too saturated and then my locks start to get loose. But I have Braidlocs, so I think they're going to be pretty you know, they're pretty durable, pretty tough, so we'll see. But I'm gonna try something different, because what I was doing was I was just putting a little bit of shampoo in my hand, and then I was taking some, where's my cameras over here? There we go. And then I would just rub it into the section. And this worked on my daughters, like it was great. And I wouldn't necessarily put the shampoo on the braids themselves, because when I was washing it, the shampoo, the suds would, you know, run down it, because I felt like that was good enough. But I realized, just being, you know, almost 3 weeks in, I have a lot of dirt right up in here in the front, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I see all this stuff in my locks. And I didn't put any type of product or anything like that on my hair. I wore headbands. I don't know, maybe that could have caused it. Any of you that wear headbands, and I just wore the headbands to kind of push me back. You guys have any problem with that? And I'm sorry my eyes are red, because I must have got some soap in it. But I'm still not seeing, well, it's a pretty good lather there. The lather that I want. So what I'm actually gonna do is what I used to do when I was a loose natural. Just gonna rub a little bit and just put it all over my hair. And then just see if I can get a good soapy lather and go from there. And I have to remember that these are Braidlocs and not my loose natural hair, because I just want to go in and I want to be gentle, because I don't want to, you know, cause any slippage or anything like that. So again, not a professional, just trial and error, trying to see what works here. I thought I seen one. Yep, there go another little section. Look at that. It came off, and again, that's probably because I was too rough. And I have these really thin rubber bands that are probably the issue too, because I didn't want the big bulky like the black ones. I did color full rubber bands as well, so it'd be easy to take them off. But I think with these thin ones, I'm having a whole nother issue, which I didn't have this issue with my daughters, but I think I was a little more gentle with them. So I'm just gonna reapply it. Hopefully you guys can see it. Wrap it around a couple of times, because when I take these off, I just pull the hair apart and it slips. But I don't know, we'll see. I'm just gonna, like I said, work this in there, try to get a decent lather. Then I'm gonna rinse it out, apply a little bit of oil, and let it air dry. So just go from there. It's a pretty warm day outside. I'm actually gonna take my daughters to the zoo and let it dry there once I finish this. So yeah, let me know again if there's other things that you do, if you're washing your hair yourself, or even if you go to someone, maybe they're giving you tips. That's my ultimate plan, is to have someone do this for me. But right now we're still in the middle of quarantine, and so or COVID, I should say. If I could do it myself, I'll go ahead and do it myself. At least I wanted to try it the first time and see how well it went. And again, it went so well with my daughters, I thought this would be a breeze. I didn't bring my big mirror so I could see the back. I'm gonna run and get that. All right, guys, I am back. Hopefully you will be able to see this. Can I see? Okay. I noticed, like, right in here, there was no soap, so whatever. Even up here, I have to get a little bit more. Some of these sections are okay. I don't know if you guys can see. And my locks back here are actually bigger than my locks in the front. Yeah, so that's gonna be interesting to see how that all pans out once they are actually locked. But I think going forward, and this is just for me, if I want a really good, thorough, clean wash, which I do, I'm gonna go to a professional because I'm just not able to get to all areas of my scalp. So I'm glad I tried it for this first time. We'll see how it goes, what it looks like once I get all the soap out. But there are some areas like up in here, which I'm gonna add more soap to. There's no soap because I can't really see it that well in the back, like the back top section. And I hate to just keep adding more and more soap, you know. But we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna go ahead and get it out because I don't want to let it sit. I feel like I could be making it up, but I feel like it may just be encouraging the braids to come loose. So that's that. Just want to share that with you. Okay, greetings, greetings, greetings. I have finished washing and I did check my scalp pretty thoroughly. It's gonna focus, and it looks really clean. Even this area here that I had a lot of build up, it was so gross. I should have took a picture of that first, but I didn't. And I got majority of it out. And check the back too. So let me show you how to pop off these rubber bands. This is one reason why I like them. I do not secure the ends because I like the loose ends, and I think the water would just make them curly, but I just pull apart. And it makes it really easy. I don't have to deal with scissors or anything like that. Doesn't tangle in the hair, and I'm pretty gentle. So I'm just gonna go through and do that, and then I'll come back and show you what it all looks like clean. Stay tuned. All right, guys, I've taken all the bands off, and let me tell you, I absolutely love it. Also, something I did was I took the bands off, and I didn't do this with banding, but I will next time. I should have kind of banded the hair and like the style that I was gonna wear it in. So when I took them off, I just kind of laid it to the side that I wanted it to dry in so that I could have that look. But let me come closer. Let's see if you guys can see. I love it. Look at the ends. They're so cute. I love the curly ends. Again, that's just the preference. If you don't want the curly ends, you can have them braid all the way down to the end. But I love it. And then the color just makes it pop. Let me show you the back. It's really, really cute. Guys, before I show you the back though, I am kind of concerned about the fact that these in the back are a lot bigger than these in the front. Even the spaces. So that's going to be very interesting to see what that looks like once they lock. And that's a whole nother video. I'll tell you guys how that happened. But it's not a deal breaker for me. Like, I am not going to undo these and have somebody rebraid them with this grid size and this braid size. No, we would just have bigger locks in the back. Let's check out the back. Oh, it's cute. I love it, y'all. Look at that. All right, so let me see where you guys are. Can you see it? Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? I love it. I love it. I love it. Again, just want to show you some of those sizes in the back. And a little bigger as I go up. You see less space too, less scalp. They're smaller, but that's okay. It kind of gradually goes up, so yeah, maybe that'll be a good thing. But I am happy with it.
I know some people will braid the hair and leave it like that until it dries to kind of retain the length. This first time I'm not gonna do that. Hopefully there's no shrinkage, but even with braid locks, I know there could probably be some. Even with my daughters, they had it. My first daughter, who's 4 years old, her hair is longer than mine and my 2-year-old. She has some shrinkage, so I'm expecting to have a little bit in my own, but it's okay. Maybe the second time I'll braid it and try to retain the length, but right now I love it. It's shaky, it's flowy, and the only other thing that I'm gonna do to it, which I can't find, oh there it is add some oil to it. Been watching a lot of YouTube and just following different type of people who say, you know, conditioner prolongs the process, and so I am not gonna put any conditioner in it. I'm just gonna add a little bit of oil, and I'm using this coconut oil. I will eventually get something that like this has a whole bunch of other ingredients in it. Something that's just like 100% coconut oil, but this is what I had, so this is what I'm gonna use. Just rub it in my hands and kind of run it through my hair, and yeah, put a little bit on the scalp, especially in the front. I think in the front where it was kind of really gross, that was just dry skin. And I've never been the best at keeping my hair moisturized at all, so I definitely have to do better with that. I did order this lock stuff. I'm waiting on it to come. That it's supposed to help with moisture, and I will probably do better with that once they lock. But like I said, I've just too many YouTube videos I've seen where they say, you know, using conditioner can cause the process to be delayed, or in this case, you know, I don't think you have to worry about too much slippage with braid locks, but I just don't want it to slow down the process. And I'll probably go through and just like oil some of my scalp in different locations, especially in the areas where I know I kind of have a lot of dry scalp, but I am fully satisfied. I love it. Again, look at those curls, y'all. Look at those curls. I love the curly ends. The color just makes it pop. Do you see that? Yeah. So that's it. That's it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. First wash. I think it was a success. All right. I'm locked in loving it. I'm locked in loving it.